Okay, so I shared, some, you know, bits and pieces, and gave you some information on, along with those bits and pieces of The Big Adventure, which was Leah's first book, Lillian Johnson. Yeah. And I also shared a bit, you showed you a glimpse of Come On, Leah, Cheer Up. And another thing that is kind of cool, like, or cute, kind of cute, is the fact that I also have, well, on the back of this one, order these books not sold in stores. I'm kind of musing on the fact that, it could have been one of two things. It could have been that I kind of wanted to have a professional feel to the book, or it could have been that I was just like, well, you know what? I'm technically not, uh, you know, in stores as an author yet. I mean, I was just, this was probably when I was, let's see how old I was. I'm just going to read the about the author section. How old was I when I wrote this book? Grade 4, same place. So I wasn't, on bookshelves yet. So I kind of probably was thinking, at that, at the same time, that I should say it's not sold in stores. So I kind of have a fail safe, you to make it seem more credible. So as I said, we had Lillian Johnson, The Big Adventure. Then there's Come On, Leah, Cheer Up. Then there was also da-da-da-da-da-da, Sammy's Glory. Oh yeah. And I don't know if this one had an about the author section. I can't remember exactly how old I was, but I was probably in lower secondary school. Probably at the age of middle school, which is like between grade 6 and 8, from or inclusive of those two. So this story, Sammy's Glory, was, I think, inspired somewhat by the Wakefield sisters in Sweet Valley by Francine Pascal, because I did read quite a bit of Sweet Valley stuff, and I remember doing another, taking another slant from it, with doing a story, or in doing a story called Rebecca and Randy Ryan. Where one was more tomboyish and one was more prissy and that kind of thing. But Sammy's Glory was interesting. Of course there were boys and everything. So with which is kind of like a bit more mature than, or a bit older than the Leah book, because the Leah book was just girls, and girls having slumber parties and girls having adventures. I was only in grade 4. Right? This one is a lot older, so I can kind of tell you. Um, I'll let you see a bit, inside of it. And this one, the write-up on it, Sammy's Glory, yeah. And so Sammy and her sister Rebecca are like lions in a pride. Being fraternal twins, they are meant to stand this way. So I had my own little spice, in that the Wakefield sisters were identical, for the most part. Of course, there's little differences, but they were identical, I believe. But these girls are fraternal, so I was trying to have my own originality, which is really important. So it goes on to say, when Sammy gets caught in a trap set up by some of her envious classmates, it's up to a dumbstruck, sorrowful, infuriated sister to set her partner free. So that was this one, and look at that. That's the, when you open it. No, well, this was made. I was crazy creative. Like, I mean, this cover was made from the back of a calendar page. You'll see. Yeah, I wonder if you can see it well. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, whatever was around the house, I took, and I got creative with. So Sammy's Glory, written and illustrated by Odell Janine Finley. Yeah. And of course, just going to show you some of the illustrations. You'll guess You'll guess what's happening there, and you'll hopefully be, you know, drawn by what you're seeing, intrigued enough to read, the stories. That is up to, you know, what I would have written then. Yeah. So here's the guy. Here's the boy. His name is Kristen. I think his name was Chris. Yeah, Kristen Ardley. Kristen Ardley is here. And I'll just give you a little, info in that, to the extent that Sammy was not a boy girl, like a boy's girl. She was very academically driven. And Kristen, however, was not that, you know, diligent, didn't apply himself as much. So what happens in my story is that Kristen is assigned to be tutored by Samantha, yeah, Sammy. So, he was at her house one day, in the evening after school, and she was teaching him and that kind of thing. Yeah. I wouldn't say anything more in terms of exactly what happened that day, but you'll find out more, when you read. And then this is in pencil. I can probably bring it a little bit closer so you can see it better. Yeah, that's the drawing. So that's basically the mom here, their mom. That's Sammy, Becky, and I think Nathan, their younger brother. Yeah, not saying what's happening. You'll be intrigued. I'm not gonna take away the suspense. Right? Sammy, waking up one morning or, in bed one morning. Yeah. Sammy and Becky, yeah. Sammy already ready for school. Becky's still trying to detangle her hair. Help us all. So, I kind of had Sammy as more together than Becky, in that she was really diligent, really applied herself, that kind of twin, Her sister was so the opposite. And then finally, wait for it. There's a picture of Sammy and Nathan at this what's it called? I'll tell you what it's called. I call it, I'll tell you. It's called Kaleidoscope. It could have been like a hangout for teens, like if you remember the Arthur series, or on PBS, Arthur, you know, title song by Ziggy Marley. Hey, it's a wonderful kind of day. So it may have been kind of like there was this place where all the kids hung out. So, but this is Sammy and Kristen. Yeah. Mhm. Straight up. I want you to get a good look at it. Yeah. So, and Sammy, for her, it was a little awkward at first, but then it was like, okay, whatever. And I'm not gonna say anything more. You're gonna read a little, catch up on one of my first, bits of writing.